Oh man, guys, I tried to live stream so many times and nothing was just working out for me. I'm just gonna make a video and talk to you guys about it through a recorded video. So I'm just gonna warn you guys right now, if this video starts to exceed longer than 20 minutes, I am sorry, but there is just so many things to talk about, really. I believe can, really help you out. So stick around, and I hope you guys really will enjoy this video. This morning I was making breakfast, and as I was making breakfast, my cousin, her name is Karina, and she sent me a text with a picture of her after her workout. Okay, and this isn't a workout that she got from my videos or anything like that. She actually found a YouTuber who was doing some type of 2-week program. So she got curious about it, and she did it. So today was basically her first day, and basically she said that she just made it to the warm up and that she really couldn't finish the rest of the workout. So, I'm not sitting here, making fun of her or anything like that. But the reason why I giggle and laugh is because it reminds me of when I first started. So, I'm not perfect. When I first started, if you guys don't know anything about me just yet, and this is a new video that you guys are just watching about me, well, a little bit about me is that my name is Crystal, and I started out with a weight of 385 pounds. Yeah, I was really big, and I still am big to this day. But I'm now 331. The last time I weighed myself, every Wednesday is a weigh-in, so that was this Wednesday. So anyways, when I first started out, I started out at that weight. I was super heavy. Here at my house, there's a main road, a main street here. I live in a small town, so it's the main street where everybody goes, and down this street, this main road, there's a Del Taco way at the corner, 1 mile away from my house. And what inspired me to start to walk was that my father was very worried about me because he knew I was getting bigger and bigger, and he knew that there was many exercises I couldn't do. So he told me that why not I should just start going on a walk. So I did. I went walking by myself. There's a bank near me, and it's not even half a mile away from where I live. I mean, it's a couple buildings away, and I barely made it there. And it's pretty embarrassing to say that, because I mean, just a short walk away from your own house can feel like if it's even farther than that, you know. And I've been heavy all my life. And when I got there, when I got to the bank, I was so tired out. I was barely able to walk home. Once I got home, the first thing I did was pig out. I stuffed my face with whatever food that was already made or whatever that was already there. I just gave up and I stuffed my face. I pretty much gave up in that instant small moment, just because I couldn't make it to the end of this entire road. I couldn't. And so I just gave up. And with my cousin, she told me that she's married. She has two beautiful daughters. They're like little babies. And you know, it takes a lot of energy to be a mom, and to take care, two kids, to maintain a home, right? To maintain your spouse, right? Your husband. So, she doesn't really have a lot of time on her hands. And when she does, I'm pretty sure it's, when they go out as a family or they watch a movie, they chillax. So, something that I'm sure we all do all the time. And so I guess whatever it was that motivated her, or whatever it was that gave her that curiosity, got her to start moving today. And she told me, I'm out of shape, but I know that slow and steady wins the race. And that's a great sentence, because it's true. Getting slow, getting steady, right? You are going to win the race. It's going to take time, but you're going to get there eventually. So here's a great example. Yesterday, okay? If you guys haven't watched my video, I'll link it up somewhere up here. But it was yesterday's video. And for the first time, I went out for a bike ride on the same place where I just could not make it for not even half of 1 mile. So a year ago, about a year ago from today, I went out to that same place, and around that time I was in my 370s, and I had just recently bought that bike. It's a Mongoose Dolomite. I'll leave a link to it in the description below in case you guys really like it and want to buy it. It's a fat tire bike. So the reason why I got a fat tire bike was because, well, they're wider, they're more cushy. And a big person like me getting on these small little ass wheels, well, they're gonna hurt my ass quite a bit. So, getting a bigger seat and bigger tires just made more sense to me. And it does. So I went to that place yesterday. I took my bike, I took it off the truck, and I went for a bike ride. I stopped 3 times on the way to my destination there, and the only 3 times, well, I only stopped once, really, because I was tired. The other 2 were just to get some shots and to hold the camera to film myself, simply because I did not have the proper equipment to film myself and to film, the scenery. So that was why. So I got to the last electrical pole, because we're out like in the middle of the fields, in the middle of a road. And I didn't go any further because, there was private property, private houses, private homes and stuff like that. So I didn't want to go in too further, not a camera. So I didn't want to bother with anything crazy if I went too far in. So I went back around. From that spot that I stopped before entering the neighborhood of those houses, which I didn't go into, but, from that electrical post before entering the neighborhood, all the way back to where the truck was at the way end of the field where I parked, was almost 1.5 miles non-stop. I mean, well, actually, no. It was pretty much about 1 mile or so to that, and then but what I'm saying is that on my way back, I didn't stop at all. So sorry about that, guys. I don't want to cause any confusion. But yeah, I was really proud of myself, because I'm like, wow, I made it this far without stopping. Who knows what I could do? So I'm really surprised that today, I am sore, but I'm not as sore as what I would be if I was that big, 370s, 380s, and riding a bike, that puts a lot of pressure. But no, it was a solid day. It was a great day. And what I'm trying to say with this is that I kept going, right? even though I probably wanted to stop the first time I took a break, I still kept going because I knew I could do it. I knew that I probably won't make it, or I probably did know that I would make it. But what matters is that I tried. And trying got me that far. Now I know how far I'm capable of going at the weight I am now, or at the fitness level I am now, strength level, whatever you want to call it. Okay? And the same thing would go for you. Okay? If you're bigger than me, if you weigh more than 330 or you're 400, 500, okay? What you have to do is that you have to start slow. Just like my cousin said, slow and steady wins the race. It's true. You have to start slow. You can't be in a rush and overwork yourself and be like, no, I have to do a mile. No, I have to do, 100 reps for 5 sets. Okay, whatever it is. You can't force and push yourself too hard, because then, like a car, you're going to break down. We can't do that. We can't let that happen. We have to keep going. And to keep going, you have to have consistency. So here's another thing that I want to talk about. Here's another tip that's going to come. So one tip that has helped me is to obviously keep going. Okay, no matter what, to keep going. And even if I didn't make it to the goal that I made, I either got halfway there, I did better than that goal that I created, or I didn't do any of those things, but I at least tried and I got as far as I could. We all have bad days. Some days we're able to go farther, and some days we're just not able to go that far, So here's my second tip that has helped me to lose my weight is social media. The first thing that we grab, everything, and the first moments that we wake up in the morning is our phones or our tablet, okay? We live around technology, or we live around electronic devices, okay? It's everywhere. So what has helped me is that I got rid of a lot of depressing things. Like, I used to follow depression quotes, and yeah, you keep looking for that stuff, you keep relating to that stuff. Of course, you're going to keep staying the same with that stuff. And I followed a lot of things that I was able to relate to, rather than things that would keep me going and that would keep me motivated, right? So, what I started to do is that I stopped following those pages and I started to follow motivational quotes. I started to follow inspiring quotes. I started to follow workout videos and workout motivation and even workout music. I used to find workout music too. Just all these things, and I, what was I gonna say? Once I started to follow those things, which are positive things, right? I obviously started to feel motivated. You see these people who, are like me, bigger than me, smaller than me. They lost 100, 300, 20, 40, 60 pounds. And people watch their videos on a side-by-side comparison of what they were before and how they are now, and the progress that they've gone so far in. And that person watching them is like, wow, that is really inspiring. That makes me want to go out for the run, or that makes me want to go out and play basketball or start working out and lifting in the gym and stuff like that, right? And a lot of that times, stuff like that happens around the beginning of the year. Like there's New Year's, right? After Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those holidays, there's hot chocolate, there's, eggnog, right? Eggnog. So there's all these things that we all eat and drink during the holidays. It makes us fat, and we gain like 20, 30, 50 pounds, and we want to, get back to our weight that we were before the holidays. So what do? We sign up for a membership at the gym. Not many people last in the gym in the beginning of the year. Why? Why do they all of a sudden leave and not return the next week or the next 3 days or the next 3 months? Well, that's because they were not consistent, or they had a cheat day or a cheat meal and they thought, well, I already cheated, there's no point in going back. That's the wrong mindset, okay, you guys? You can't have that mindset at all. I was almost close to giving up the other week because I did cheat over the weekend. Last weekend when it was my aunt's party and stuff. I was trying to be in moderation, but it was really hard. And I did gain weight. I gained like 6 pounds, but all that was water weight. It went away within a few days. But I didn't give up. I was close, but I didn't give up. And I didn't give up because I thought to myself, what's the first thing you do when you fall off the ground? You remember when you were a kid, you played the jungle gyms or monkey bars or hanging on the trees and you fell down or you fell off your bike. What's your instinct? You get back up, right? So that's what I'm trying to say with this video, is that when you fall down, remember to get back up. If it's our instinct physically, it should be our instinct mentally, okay? Think about that. If it's our instinct physically, it should be our instinct mentally. Remember that, okay, guys? Because that's very important. And I understand we have personal issues with ourselves, or we have anxiety, or we have things that we don't like about ourselves. And that's okay. We're not perfect ourselves, but we can change that, or we can at least accept the things of who we are already, okay? Like right now, it looks like if I got beat up, but I'm not. This is actually a pimple, and this is that. So I've been breaking out, you guys. I really have. Why have I been breaking out? Because I'm starting over with the diet, right? I cheated last weekend. And some people do get scared of that. But that's normal. When you first start out a diet, or you first start out a new routine, or whatever, you might break out, you might look different, or whatever, you might not like it, so you leave. And, I know this video is getting really long, but there's just so much that I want to say that I hope can really help you guys understand some things. And, my cousin, whether she gives up today, tomorrow, she knows that she has to stay consistent. And being around 2 kids and a husband who might not eat the same things as her, if she wants to stay consistent and wants to, have a healthy looking body and feel better and all that, well, that's going to be hard for her. It's hard for me. I live with my parents. This is my parents' house. So, whatever they eat, do I have to eat it just because they're eating it? No. But if I've done the diet and I've ate right, I've been eating right, and it's been a week or 2 since I've sat down and had a cheat day or a cheat meal, yeah, why not? Right? Enjoy myself. Every once in a while we have to reward ourselves. But remember that even after you reward yourself, it's really hard to stick to it the next day, because your body starts to get back all those taste buds and whatever craving feelings that our body gets, and it wants to have more of that food. And then we have to start all over with training our bodies all over again how to not want the wrong foods. So it can be really difficult, guys, but that's what I'm saying, is that consistency is key. That if you have a cheat day, a cheat weekend, okay, 2 or 3 day cheat weekend, okay, that you get back the next day, or when you're at least ready. I know a lot of you guys are probably in depression. You guys probably just got out of a divorce or out of a heartbreak, a breakup, right? All these things, all those things can be really depressing. They really can. Or you lost a family member, whatever it is. And especially in these hard times with, you know, this virus going around. If you lost a family member, I'm very sorry for your loss, especially in this tough times where, you know, you can't go and see your member and all that. It's hard. It's very difficult. So I understand why so many people right now who were once in the gym and they were, you know, they had the gains and all that, and then all of a sudden, you know, they fall off the wagon, they fall off and they go to the wrong path and they start stuffing their face with the wrong things, you know, of course you're going to gain weight. So I would recommend that if you are in a depression state, do what you need to do, but at least eat better. If you eat better and you know your limits and how much you're eating, you are going to not gain as much weight. You're going to probably not even gain as much at all. And then little by little, you're going to start feeling better. And if you do what I'm telling you about, my tip on following better pages, following motivating pages, workout pages, then you're going to start to build that mentality on focusing on making yourself better, okay? And honestly, guys, I mean, the way I'm speaking to you right now isn't the person that I was 2, 3, or 6 months ago. I'm a completely, totally different person now. I have built that mindset over time, okay? So it takes time, and everybody has their experiences, and everybody has their drawbacks and their moments of going off and going to the wrong path, and, you know, stuffing their face with the wrong foods. You know, I've been there so many times, you guys, that there's no way for me to go back to that, honestly. And if I do, it's a cheat meal or a cheat day, and the next day, get back to the grind, you know? So that's what I want to talk to you guys right now. I know some of you might be thinking, well, what the hell is she saying? You know, she's not buff, or she's not thin, you know, she doesn't have that fitness experience. I get it, you know. I'm expecting for that type of hate to come in, but I am able to tell you this fitness experience because I've been through so many diets, I've been through so many changes and challenges and things that have worked and things that haven't worked for me. You know, there's some diets out there that work for people and there's some that just don't work for people. The keto diet is one of them. The keto diet has worked for me. It's the only one that has really worked for me. I've been seeing amazing and great results with keto. The only thing I don't like about it is that you get out of ketosis and you spike up your insulin and gluten and all that stuff because of the intake in carbs when you have a cheat. And that can be really hard on your heart over time, which can lead to health problems and stuff like that. So I'm really trying not to have as much cheat meals and stuff like that. I'm trying to have at least maybe once a month, okay? So that's my goal. But you know what, guys? This video is already over 25 minutes. I'm really sorry about the video. I'm really sorry it's gotten this long. There's just so much that I wanted to talk to you about, and there's still more. But I think I'm going to leave the video at it here. I just wanted to share with you what has inspired me this morning about my cousin. You know, Karina, if you're listening to this or you're watching this video, you made it all the way here. Thank you. Thank you for the support. And please, girl, keep going. Okay? We all need to keep going. So just like the water keeps flowing, you know, we have to keep flowing. We have to keep floating on. So I hope this video has inspired you, motivated you in some way. I hope I can motivate you and inspire you in some way. You know, give me a subscribe, give me a follow on my Instagram here below. And remember, guys, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. But anyways, guys, that wraps up for today's video. So keep going, keep being consistent. If you fall off, get back to the grind. Okay, guys? Thank you for being here and listening to what I have to say. Please stay motivated and stay safe. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.